Good afternoon. Thank you very much for the opportunity to present Freegold Ventures to you. So Freegold is a TSX listed company. We're currently exploring for copper and gold in Alaska. We currently have 337 million shares outstanding, 400 million fully diluted, and a market cap of 126 million. Major shareholders include Eric Sprott, who's been a significant shareholder with us since October 2019. As I mentioned, we're currently exploring in Alaska 2 projects, our Shorty Creek project, copper gold, located very close to Tower Hill's Live and Good project. Our flagship asset, our Golden Summit project, located very close to Kinross's Fort Knox operation, and that's really been the focus of our attention for our last couple of years. In 2020, we began an ambitious drill program, drilling 10,000 meters. In 2021, we drilled 38,000 meters at Golden Summit. And since February, we've been drilling with 4 drills and have drilled over 11,000 meters to date. The purpose of these programs is to upgrade and increase the grade of our existing resource, which we are very confident we will do with our updated resource, which is due in early Q4. Just for a little bit of location, Golden Summit sits very close to Kinross's operating Fort Knox mine. Fort Knox has been in operation for 25 years, producing over 8 million ounces. It's a low-grade gold deposit. See Golden Summit sitting right up in here. The streams that drain the project area are placer. We've taken about 6.75 million ounces of placer gold from the streams that drain the project area, and the placer gold is directly attributable to those hills on which we're currently exploring. The geology of the Fairbanks district, Golden Summit and Fort Knox look very similar. They're both intrusive-related gold deposits. The primary difference between the 2 projects, Golden Summit has a bit more sulfide than what we're seeing at the Fort Knox gold deposit. Just to put this in perspective, if you wanted to classify Golden Summit, we effectively look at this as a gold porphyry project. So you'll see here, Fort Knox is down here lower in the system, and of course Golden Summit is a little higher, accounting for a little bit more of its sulfide component. Just want to give you a little bit of a flavor of what we've done with this project since we've had it. So originally in 2011, we came out with a resource on our Golden Summit project. This was about 176,000 ounces in the indicated category and 26,000 ounces in the inferred category. Over the next 2 years, we drilled a fairly aggressive program, drilling 36,000 meters, increased that resource over 800%. So that resource, by that point, we were looking at 1.7 million indicated ounces and 4.8 million in the inferred. So a very significant resource increase. We expect we're going to do another very significant resource update with the over 50,000 meters of drilling that we're going to incorporate into our updated resource in early Q4. By 2016, we embarked upon a preliminary economic assessment. We felt it was very important to start to put some economic parameters around the project. Golden Summit, essentially we looked at a 2-phase development, starting out initially as a smaller CapEx heap leach operation, then transitioning into the sulfide by year 9. You'll see here the pit-constrained resource is a 0.69, and we're just under 3 million ounces between the indicated and the inferred categories. And that was all done at a $1,300 gold price. This is Golden Summit today. This is a picture of our camp. As I said, we're currently operating 4 drill rigs. So what did we do differently over the last few years? If you were to look at Golden Summit, what you would see is a series of historic, small, high-grade producers scattered throughout the project area, including the old Clary Hill mine. Clary Hill produced 281,000 ounces at an average grade of 1.3 ounces per ton. So these old-timers, they were chasing sort of these narrow, high-grade structures, and effectively they were hand-sorting and hand-cobbing this ore. What we did, we still encountered that same sort of high grade in our 2012 drilling, again noting that 191 grams over 1.5 meters. The 2020 program was a game changer for the company, and these are some of the pictures from the core. And as you can see, you can't make out one individual vein, but rather a broad zone of incredibly silicified material over our sort of 188-meter intercept. What that looks like, if we looked at the project area here, so we have our intrusive-related gold deposit here, sitting here, the dolphin coming up here. You see these sort of traces of the higher-grade vein systems. They appear to be, what we hypothesized, is these appear to be bending towards the dolphin intrusive. So what we're seeing is these high-grade veins, they weren't necessarily one particular vein, but rather they were a series of little veins and vein swarms. So our 2001 hole, which was a test of the hypothesis as to whether or not these basically all coalesced into the dolphin intrusive right down in here. So we're effectively saying, so we drilled this hole in the footwall of the dolphin intrusive. So I want to put this in section for you, just to give you an idea of what kind of a technical success this program really was. So we're looking here at some of our drilling coming right in here. You'll see this 269-meter basically intercept here of 1 gram right in there. And then you'll see this projected zone. But what we hypothesized is we had 30 meters running 2.7 right near the bottom of that projected zone. That looks like it's projecting to surface. We anticipated hitting this zone at 300 meters. In fact, we hit it at 290 meters. We hit 188 meters, grading 3.69 grams per ton, which is nearly 3 grams better than our existing resource grade of 0.69. So it was an absolutely significant intercept for the company. Again, just to give you an idea, when you're looking at those sort of higher grade veins from the Cleary, sort of the Wackwitz, the Colorado, all striking towards the dolphin intrusive, you see what we see in the dolphin intrusive is incredible stock working and silicification. Some really good examples of the stock working in the tonalite. Dolphin is not just, it's a multi-phase intrusive. To date, we've seen at least 4 different phases of mineralization, the last being the hottest and apparently carrying the bulk of the higher grade mineralization. This next map here gives you a little bit of an idea here of our drill plan map. So all of the darker holes are holes we have drilled in 2020 and 2021. So again, you can see the 2021 holes. We've still had about 36 holes to report as of this morning. I'm pleased to report we actually issued a news release this afternoon, put out another 12 holes, so we only have 24 holes to come over the coming weeks. Again, want to look at a couple of these drill sections here, and I want to give you an idea of we're not looking at narrow, high-grade veins. Absolutely, we sort of get this sort of little plums in a pudding. We get these high-grade sweeteners from time to time, but we're encountering significant broad zones of mineralization, and some of these intercepts are very significant. Again, you'll look here, and 2010 intersects 116 over 300 meters, 2108, 1.4, basically 296 meters of 1.4 grams. So again, broad zones, and you can see what we've done here is we've called out all the intercepts of greater than 10 grams. Again, intended to give you a little bit of a flavor that these are broader zones of higher grade mineralization. Same thing in this next slide. Particularly what you see here is within the mineralized intercepts, you see these sort of red ticks. Those are all essentially intercepts that are greater than 1 gram per ton. So again, not significantly carried by higher grade, but nonetheless, the higher grade will make up a significant component. A little bit about some of the exploration potential. So Freegold is actually very fortunate. What we're doing here is we're advancing the project. We're going to come out with a significant resource update in Q4 and advance the project. We expect to advance the project through pre-feasibility next year. But also, for investors like yourselves, we are also going to offer significant exploration upside. All of these little white dots represent gold occurrences throughout the project area. As I mentioned, we do have all of these other historic gold occurrences that have not seen an awful lot of drilling. Nicely backed up by the soil geochemistry map, and I'm not sure how to go backwards. However, suffice it to say, the soil geochemistry map is very impressive. What we're looking at here is non-glaciated, all of those soils are in place. So we are very much looking at a whole series of different areas that we think we can build even more resources than what we've currently built at Golden Summit. In 3 seconds here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Shorty Creek, as I often get myself wound up. Shorty Creek is our copper-gold porphyry system. That's located near Tower Hill's Live and Good project. We acquired this project in 2014. It was originally drilled as a gold asset. We acquired it for its copper potential, noting that the historical operator had only drilled down to about 150 meters, and they were just getting into copper mineralization. Our first hole, our third hole in 2015, we intersected 91 meters of 0.55 copper. So, an outstanding success for a porphyry copper deposit. We attracted South 32, has been funding the program for the last couple of years. So I'm going to, in the interest of time, skip that, and just wrap up with a little bit here. We have lots and lots of news to come. So again, ongoing drill results from our 2022 program, the rest of the 2021, an updated resource early in Q4. And again, I think, this is a company that has significant upside. We're working in a very, very stable jurisdiction that is mining friendly. And thank you so very much for your time.